real. Spiritual warfares are real, and spiritual things are real. What's up, Dre? How you doing? Me and my little divider. And people always think that um it's not true. Good. And people think that I'm a mad person when we talk about spiritual warfares and all that. That big of yourself, the real lone Amen. What's up? Hi. How you doing? And they think that I'm crazy. Share the live if you can, guys, please. Thank you. Share the live. I'm gonna get into some topics like such as speaking on dementia, dealing with family members, spiritual. Yes, blessings to you too. Blessings to you too. Spiritual warfares and dealing with a parent that has dementia, and it's very difficult. Now I know what others do experience when people have loved ones that have dementia and leading to Alzheimer's, because it can be very difficult, dealing with loved ones that have dementia or to lead into Alzheimer's, and what are the things that can be done to help with that issue. And yeah, share my live, top up the live, send out the heart, top up the live and everything. And especially working into a health field of where people have dementia, and it can be very draining, because every time you have to, of course, remind them of what it is, where they're at, and your name. As such as my father, um, he doesn't remember me, so I have to say, "It is your daughter," and my name, and it's difficult. It's difficult, and they do get aggressive and angry and so forth. But we have to pray that one day we're gonna get that old, but age in a good way, age in a good way, and have the strength to get to that and age in a good way. That's why we as now and our young age, or in the 30s, 40s, to 40s, we should always take care of our health and not wait to when it's too late to, right, and everyone involved, and to get help, and because dementia, as herbalists or in the holistic way, we it's a parasite thing, they say, and so forth. All right, but that's the next research and everything to get into, and story. But definitely, it is a very difficult thing dealing with a loved one that has uh, forgetfulness and memory loss. Okay, as young as I am, I'm starting to have memory loss, and I'm just plead the blood of Jesus against it, because you know what? No memory loss. No. All right. Sometimes people even get upset with me, and they get upset with me because I don't remember who I serve as customers and all of that. Thank you. Top of the live. Share the live as much as you can, guys. Thank you so much for passing through my live. I really appreciate it. And I'm just here trying to do the live um, every Tuesday. A couple Tuesdays I was not, again, stress. And when you're stressed out and everybody's in survival mode. Now, speaking of mental health situations and everything, everybody's in survival mode right now, and dealing with issues, and dealing with finances and shelters and all of that. Having a roof over their head can be very difficult. So that's why I am just want to remind everybody to try and take care of their mental health as much as they can. Okay, go for walks, write, do something. Keep your mind active, and to even avoid those later on situations in years to come, such as dementia and Alzheimer's and all of that. Keep your brain active. Don't just sit there and so forth, because I know and that's why a lot of people take advantage of seniors when they get older. See, as my neighbor, um, he's starting to he has diabetes, and he started to lose a little bit of memory, and that's why I have to keep on reminding him um, about certain things that he may have said, and remind him uh, that you already bought this and stuff like that. So, being dealing with people, older folks that has memory loss and certain illnesses, and even he has now pains in his legs, because it starts to when diabetes starts to mess with your extremities, okay, your hands, your legs, and when it's gone too far, it causes more problems such as gangrene and amputation and all of that and so forth. So diabetes, you have to really attack it before it gets too far. Okay, it's just like cancer. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. It goes by stages. Thank you guys. Thank you for topping up the live, share the live, and thank you for passing through the Naturalist Clinic show, where I am now. I've always been a clinical herbalist practitioner, and I'm now officially a medical office administrator as well in my nursing. And don't ask me when that's gonna finish. But anyways, um, that's where it's at right now, and I feel like I am. Yes, you have to speak it into existence. A nurse before it is official, reached to there. So, I'm still in the process of that and progress, because everybody knows me as Dr. Patsy, as always a progressive woman, and keep it going and everything. Like, hey Kay, how you doing, Miss Kay? Hope all is well with you. Uh-huh. Yeah, we're just talking about some health stuff out here, dementia, diabetes, autoimmune diseases, pretty much. Those are mostly autoimmune diseases. But top of the live, and share the live. So I'm also speaking on based on I have a parent. My father is having an issue of having dementia, and every time I go in to see him, it's harder for me to deal with it, because of his memory is gone, and he's speaking of things. Of course, they speak other things out of contents of, like, things that gets them upset of the past, and the mind comes and goes. So it's really hard as a daughter going to see him in that situation. What's up, Rasta Dean? Bless up yourself. Thanks, Kay, for liking live and passing through. Thank you for passing through, Rasta Dean and Huda. All right, like my live, share the live as much as you guys can. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Adds everything. Bless up. and so forth. But yeah, last week I was just talking talking about my father's dementia issues, conditions, and now I'm officially a medical office administration. Yes, have a blessed night, Kay. We'll talk soon. I need to rebrand and revamp my stuff. So look, yeah. Big up Miss K. She was the one that, take care of my branding, and that's where I am today, Naturalist Clinic. Yes, we have to revamp. So we're looking forward to next year. Yes, and dealing with healthcare, and then the hypertension. So what lead him into that situation is that there was a hypertension he did have. stroke. So stroke and dealing, yes, love and time. Stroke and diabetes and all of that. But again, it's well about getting older too, and when not getting the right nutrients in the body, your mind and brain does go, right, and it does affect you to have uh dementia, Alzheimer's. Young people do have it too. They start to, yeah, young people start to have that issue, right? Now to go on to the herbs, um, there's so much that the herbs can do, and that's what people need to understand. So much what herbs can do. You have ginkgo biloba, you have lion mane, you have, of course, you have your vitamin B's, you have certain herbs such as anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory herbs, anti-adaptogen herbs, and you have bitters. There's emollient, and there's other type of herbs out there that can think. There's such as and now we're into cancer month too. Actually, we're breast cancer month, and then we're going to speak on suma root, poke root, and I think barberry. Those are the good anti-cancer herbs too, and unfortunately, some people don't get to uh, catch the or know to, or get notified about the cancer before it gets too far, right? Breast cancer, such as liver cancer, things like that. All these cancers, and I hate it all. And that's why it's good to deal with the Most High on a daily basis. Now going on to the spiritual side of it, as I spoke about the herbs, um, it's always good to take your herbs on a daily basis, um, and so forth. Flush your system. So detoxing, and again, what I find that a lot of people starting to have too in all of these diseases is kidney problems. Kidney problems. Okay, kidney kidney is our another major organ in our body that filters the body. Okay, and if you don't really take care of it, it starts to affect you. It starts to affect you in so many ways. It starts to affect you in so many ways. Okay, right? Don't wait until you have to go and get dialysis, because it's very draining and very tiring. Okay, um, parsley, turmeric, anti-inflammatory herbs, anti-inflammatory spices. Well, pretty much spices and herbs are they're anti-inflammatory, right? Um, grapes, grapes are good too. Grapes are good, um, and also oranges, citrus, um, electrolytes. Try to stay with electrolytes and all of that to help with um, kidney issues. Okay. The next thing is now, when you're dealing with these type of issues, uh, you need to always drink a lot of water. Now, water, to get into your body, you add a little bit of salt, lemon, and you can do add on what's it called, apple cider vinegar, ACV, right? And that can help with your body too, with electrolytes, but mainly lemon, a little bit of salt, and the water to get the body, to get the water in the system, in the cells, so it can help you with electrolytes and all of that. You can add a little bit of, some people had a little bit of real honey, yeah, and so forth. But definitely, you know, start taking care of your health early age. Only one body we have, and is the Most High God that made us and not we ourselves. Psalms 100, as it says. Right? So that's why we need to take heed to our ways. And yeah, live the life, because there's only one life we have to live. So we will always praise God. So that is a spiritual side of dealing with the physical health issues and dealing with the physical problems that we go face day to day. All right. And mainly these diseases. Okay. Besides foreign injections. Okay. Mainly it's generational curses. Okay. Y'all gonna hate me for that, but that's the truth. All right. So definitely deal with the Most High, speak to God, and have God by your side at all times to help with these type of issues going in your body. Now my AI is talking about dementia and diabetes management discussion, herbal remedies, and health tips. Okay. So this AI now is taking over everything. 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 They trying to get rid of us humans. But yeah, definitely live, laugh. Okay. But definitely start taking care of your body from an early age, guys. Because you want to live long. And you want to live long for your family that you have made and things like that. Right? So give God thanks and praises. So that's one of the things I was talking about, the situation with my father and all of that, because of him dealing going through dementia, and it's hard. Sometimes it's really hard dealing with your loved ones and they can't understand you. Huh? Yeah, it's really hard. So I salute those families out there that have loved ones or parents that has dementia and Alzheimer's. It is very difficult because you have to be reminding them ever so often, and sometimes they don't know who they are and they don't know who you is or where they at. So that's why I always sing the song, "You are my strength, strength like no other, strength like no other reaches to me. You are my strength, strength like no other, strength like no other reaches to me." What to do to get your own TV show? I'm gonna leave that question right there. Right there. But yeah, get me on the TikTok. Get me on the TikTok. TikTok, Dr. Patsy and the Naturalist Ministry. And you can get me on Instagram at Dr. Patsy. Okay, Dr. Patsy. And and also on the Facebook, because there's a page called Naturalist. Is it Naturalist Clinic page? Yeah, on Facebook, and Patsy the Naturalist on the Facebook. Okay, so you guys can always reach out to me there and so forth. But that was my quick talk of that. Now I was going to talk about a little bit on discrimination. where I should have really put up that video from time about being hired and fired in 1 week, and still to this day, still looking, searching for work. And this was recently, 2 months ago. Okay, but sometimes when there's a setback, you have to look back. When there's a setback, you have to look back. You have to look into yourself and see why it's setting you back and why you're not get through with certain things at this moment. Sometimes you just have to be the boss. But when I looked at it in this way is that some of them, many of us is unemployed. Okay, I believe this is in a good way where we are the ones that are going to become the bosses, huh? By creating things. That's what I mean. No, it's never good when you're unemployed because you need money to pay your bills and all these things. But when you're looking into the other perspective of it, is that okay? Of course, to view it. What are you going to do to create yourself? What are you going to do to build yourself up again? And things, when they're meant for evil, they turn around for your own good. So when they might say, oh, you can't, you're not going to get a work, they don't want all of us to be out of work. It's just black people. They want all of us to be out of work, but they realize that we are the creators, so we can create something to get somewhere and stuff like that. But then again, you still need finances, right? Okay, so sometimes you have to look at all these negative things that may be happening in a positive way, right? By what can you do in the meantime to make it? What can you do to have a better life? So it's always something there that can help you to figure it out in life, right? Not every negativity is always a negativity type negative. You have to look at the positive side, because what the devil meant for evil, the Lord turned it around for your own good, right? So you have to look at it always in a positive way. That's something else and something greater will be coming. So it always like say, though if you don't love me now, you don't love me later, because my later will be greater, right? So you gotta just always look at and big yourself up by saying, all right, I'm not getting no work right now. What shall I do in the meantime? Create something. Be your own boss. Huh? Mm-hmm. Her Majesty. Hi. Hi, Majesty. No. I don't know your picture. I have to see your picture. Hi, Sophia. Oh, we keep looking at Her Majesty. Oh, where? You have to remind me of who. I was just telling you about forgetfulness. I'm kind of forget things, but I don't know your picture. If I see your picture, then I will know. But yeah, that's what it is with Naturalist Clinic. Continue to reach out to me on the YouTube at Dr. Patsy Naturalist page. So Dr. Patsy Naturalist page on the YouTube channel. And reach out to me, and also on the TikTok, Dr. Patsy, and also on the what do you call it? Instagram, Dr. Patsy. All right. So thank you.